toys, toys, toys. Hey, there's the Megazord, I remember the show. Looking at monsters, toys, toys. SpongeBob toaster hanging out with the Legos. Toys, toys, toys. It's Collect-Aganza. Tony Stark. Tony Stark, yeah, there's Slush Head. Kane's got a book, panning up. Oh yeah, Macho Man got a He-Man sword. Toys to toys. Toys, toys, toys. Reviewing toys and talking about the toy news of the week. It's Collect-Aganza.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Collect-Aganza. That's right, your eyes do not deceive you. After over a month-long hiatus, we are back! Revitalized and refocused on bringing you guys the best toy show on the internet. So, let's pick things up where we left off and look at the news. The big news this week, yesterday was New York Comic-Con, and Mattel had their big Matty Collector panel, and they revealed some more details about their new Castle Grayskull playset they're planning on releasing in the fall. Basically, the details they gave us was probably going to be in about the $250 price range, which is about right, because you figure the original Castle Grayskull is about yay big, and you stretch that out for about a 7-inch scale. That's pretty tall, and it's going to be a lot, very limited release number, they did say. So basically, if you want to pre-order it, pre-orders are going to be available on MattyCollector.com. You will not be charged until the ship date, so that's nice if you guys want to support it, and then it gives you the whole rest of the year to save up. Castle Grayskull is going to be based on the original prototypes for the toys from the 80s, so that'll be cool. Give collectors a lot of more of its historical relevance for the Castle Grayskull. So overall, pretty cool. In terms of figures, the big reveal at the Matty panel yesterday was New Adventures He-Man is going to be the third quarter variant for next year. Now, I myself did not pick up a Club Eternity subscription for next year, which we'll get into that later, maybe a special episode. But I will say that is one figure I'm very excited about, so hopefully we'll have a review for you one day. Next up on the news is we have the company of Jazzwares. Now, you guys might know Jazzwares. They did the Street Fighter figures, which were very poorly received. They also have the Mortal Kombat license. Well, recently Jazzwares has signed a ton of new license deals. They have signed deals with Hanna-Barbera to produce a line of collector-based cartoon figures. They just signed the Nicktoons license. They also nailed down the Scribblenauts video game license and Plants vs. Zombies. Now those have been hitting Toys R Us stores, so you could expect to see some reviews of those figures in the next coming weeks. Very exciting. Pop Heroes has announced a Masters of the Universe classic theme line of their Pop vinyl figures. Not a lot of details yet. We do know the first wave is going to have He-Man, She-Ra, Skeletor, Keldor, or I'm sorry, not Keldor, notes here, Hordak, and Hordak is going to be in the Filmation color scheme. And sort of the random of the group, which I'm really excited about, is Spike-Or, who looks very, very nice. Alright, and our last bit of news here is that LEGO Minifigures Series 8 have begun to hit not only the Myers, like we've discussed in earlier episodes, but also begun to show up at Toys R Us and Five Below stores. So you guys want to check those out. Whew, that was a lot of news. Alright, now that we're done with the news, let's take a look at our figure for this week, and we have chosen the Masters of the Universe Classics Meka-Neck figure I was very excited about to receive. Alright, now, Meka-Neck does feature the standard male body that we've seen on a lot of Masters of the Universe figures. It does have the same articulation, you got your ball-jointed shoulders, they turn all the way around, go in and out, very tight joints on those. Biceps, he's got his elbows, wrists, really nice and loose waist articulation, ab crunch, so you can do sit-ups, ball-jointed hips, go swinging out, swinging around, swivel at the hip also, single jointed knees, he's got his boot cut joint, and then the pin ankles. So, pretty standard. Alright, his armor is a repaint of Stinkor's armor. I have a comparison right here, as you can see. It is the same armor, just repainted in red and silver, as opposed to orange. So I think it looks really nice in the red and silver. And what's great about these armors, with Stinkor and Meka-Neck, is it doesn't hinder that ab crunch articulation at all, like a lot of figures do, like a lot of armors have on the Master Universe line. They have that cut right above the joint, which is really nice. The paint apps on this figure are very crisp. You can see it's very predominantly mostly blue, with this really nice green silvery paint all along his belt here. swing around here, and it's very crisp paint apps. Normally you'd expect to see a little bit of slop going down on the loincloth, but not with Meka-Neck, and it looks very nice. Alright, with accessories, Meka-Neck does come with his sort of techno club weapon that it can fit in either hand here. I will say mine was a little warped in the packaging. As you can see, it's a little droopy, but that come to expect that with Masters of the Universe Classics. You can fit it in either hand, but we'll just make him a righty this time. Oh, swing it in. It does look very nice. It's got a nice silvery bronze paint on it, which is really sharp, in contrast to the flat yellow. Alrighty, and the last bit of the big feature with Meka-Neck is his neck action feature. Now, in the original 1980s toy, the Meka-Neck figure had a spring-loaded neck that would spring up. Just a little bit, because obviously it had to fit in the torso here. And to replicate that, Mattel has given us a added feature of a neck joint. As you can see, it's got a blue down at the collar, so it blends in, and with a nice silver detail on it. So how that works is you pull off the head, pops out very easily, pop on the neck piece, and then just pop the head back on. As you can see, now he can. Now it looks like his neck has sprung right out of his body, so he can inspect things and check out any surroundings. And the ball joint feature does work at the neck joint, so he can look far, look up ahead, tilt side to side, which is really nice. And for those of you that don't know, in the 2002 relaunch of Masters of the Universe Classics, Meka-Neck was basically the same, except that his neck now could grow to pretty much incredible heights. And to replicate that, Mattel has given us a second extra long neck piece. As you can see, it's about double the size of the short one here. It's a nice comparison shot here. And that one does work just like the other ones, so you can just pop that one on here. Hopefully our camera will be able to pick all that up here. Pop that one on. As you can see, now he can see just about everything in my entire room, which is nice. If he wants to check out my laundry, swing around, look at that. Look up at my light. Really impressive that they went to this great lengths, because it's just, there's something so goofy and funny about having a nice huge giant neck. And then further, if you wanted to get really extreme, you can combine pieces. If you wanted to have them be really tall, but looks a little goofy, that blue collar piece does kind of break it up a little bit. So, in conclusion, I'm going to say Meka-Neck, one of the most iconic characters of the Masters of the Universe toy line. One of my favorites. Really one of those core characters that Mattel was going to promise that we'd get. And a total surprise that we got him this year. I was really happy to get him. I think it's another great example of how Mattel can have a lot of fun with some of these kind of more goofier characters. Alright, so episode 5 is in the can, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure if you want to tell me how much you guys missed us or what you think we did on our vacation, feel free to leave a comment below. Click the subscribe button. You can check a lot of cool videos out on Meka-Neck Studios. If you want to check out Jordan's new audition for a walk-on role in Arrested Development Season 4, really cool, very funny. And also, for those of you gamers out there, if you were looking to get Pokemon Black version 2, like I was, GameStop is offering a 20% bonus on trade-ins towards that game, so I ended up getting mine for about 9 cents. That was quite a good deal. So, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I promise you, we will be back next week. We will not leave you ever again, folks. I'm dearly sorry. So, I will throw up one of these in tribute to our awesome Meka-Neck Studios. Hope you guys have an incredible week. Take care.